There is no doubt in saying that being a committee member is an absolute privilege, because you have the chance to study through and be exposed to the high quality science that is proposed and generated in the United Kingdom.
Having had grant money awarded to myself, I thought it was time that I paid back and provided a service to BBSRC, to the public and the taxpayers. It's their money that's funding our science. I'm also quite passionate of ensuring that excellent grants get funded.
For our company, it was mostly a chance to put something back and to interact with people who are actually our customers.
I wanted to know what happened at the other side. I apply for grants, I get some, I don't get others, and what is it that makes a grant?
Introducing members' role is really to look at the detail of the science which is proposed, is to evaluate the expert peer reviews that come into us externally on an application, and to balance all of those things with their own experience and their own expertise, and then reporting that to the committee as a whole.
Well, being a really busy academic, I think the first thing to do is block time in my diary.
You finish reading all of the papers associated with the grant, the reviewer's comments, the rebuttal to the reviewer's comments, and you then generate a score which you're then going to give to the grant and bring that to the meeting, and that will get discussed with all of the other grants.
It's just to make sure that you've done the groundwork to give that grant the best and fairest shot at getting a fair hearing at the meeting, because I would expect the committee members to do that if they had my grant in their hands, so I feel I should do the same back.
So to get my points heard during the meeting, I make sure that I stick to the point and very succinct, and if I'm really passionate about something, you stick there and argue your case.
For those grants, I have to know if we spent the money on them, what science would we be getting as a return for our investment? What are the strengths of the grants? What are the weaknesses? What factors have led to me coming up with that particular score?
So I use a variety of skills and techniques during the panel meetings. The primary one is to listen.
The objectivity of standing back from academia and looking at the overall value of the project.
So to get good representation for all fields of biology is what we really want. So we need people to come in and volunteer for these committees.
Research has actually shown that when you have a diverse board that you actually improve decision making, and so we absolutely want to ensure that we've got the appropriate diversity that's actually representative of the wider community.
I encourage my colleagues to apply to be committee members, and you do feel good about what actually we're doing as a scientific community. You're learning about techniques that you wouldn't necessarily have heard about. You meet people. You meet other IMs, broaden your professional networks. So it is only a good thing, except for the time. It does take time.
I think you learn as much, if not more, than you put into it. So if you're thinking about it, I'd say just do it and try it.
So we had 1 day's training. So we spent a whole day with BBSRC, and in the morning they talked about BBSRC strategic priorities, what they're looking for from high quality grant proposals. And in the afternoon, which was more useful, we had a mock panel meeting. So we actually sat in a committee room with all the other members. We had grants that had already been assessed and funded or not funded, and we all went through and assessed them again.
My suggestion, recommendation is really to not be shy and give it a try.